Hello students, how are you today? I hope you're fine. Today, inshallah, we are going to continue our unit 7. This is where I live. Well, and today we are going to study lesson 4, and lesson 4 is divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. قبل ما نتكلم عن اللسن بتاعنا as you know ما تنسوش تعملوا لايك وشير للفيديو سبسكرايب لقناة سكوله على اليوتيوب عشان تقدروا تتابعوا كل الدروس وتقدروا تشوفوا كل الفيديوز. كمان ما تنسوش تعملوا جوين لجروب الفيسبوك رابعة ابتدائي عربي ولغات مع الاسكوله علشان تقدروا تتابعوا كل اخبار جريد 4. Well, as I told you, احنا عندنا lesson 4 is divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. والنهارده ان شاء الله we are going to focus on part 1. طيب, what are we going to study in part 1? Actually, in part 1 we are going to read a short story. It's called City Mouse and Country Mouse. Well, City Mouse comes from the city and Country Mouse comes from the country. Well, this is the country. Well, in this story, we are going to learn the difference between the life in the city and the life in the country. Well, وهنعرف قد إيه life in the country is quieter and cleaner, but life in the city is very excited and full of adventures. Well, so النهاردة هنتعلم vocab, هنتعلم important expressions, كمان هنعرف singular and plural. يعني for example like mouse, mice. Okay? So, خليكم معايا and let's start. The city mouse visited the country mouse in his hole in the ground. So the city mouse visited is the past tense of the verb visit. Well, يعني زاره. He went. Great. So the city mouse went or visited the country mouse in his hole in the ground. So what's the meaning of hole? طبعا as we know احنا عارفين ان المايس بتعيش في holes in the ground, right? Well, so hole يعني فتحة. Great. The country mouse was pleased. So pleased, it means that he was happy. Well, the country mouse was pleased يعني happy. He gave his friend grass and seeds. فعشان يرحب his guest أو يرحب his friend اللي هو the city mouse, تمام, the country mouse gave him grass and seeds. Well, the city mouse said, فالcity mouse بقى رد قال له إيه? Thank you. You know, the city is pretty and full of bright lights. Why don't you come and see? Well, هنا بدأ الcity mouse يوصف له the city. تمام؟ المكان اللي هو جاي منه. وقال له you know ده expression بتقوله كده لما تكون عايز تعرف حد حاجة يعني. اللي هو عارف. Okay? So the city is pretty. Pretty means beautiful. So the city, pretty means beautiful. The city is pretty and full of يعني مليانة. Okay? طيب مليانة إيه? So it's full of bright lights. Bright lights طبعا as we know that the city has a lot of lights. تمام؟ أضواء طبعا and كلمة bright معناها أضواء ساطعة. Okay? Well, so why don't you come and see? إيه رأيك تيجي وتشوف بنفسك؟ So كلمة why don't you ده إحنا بنستخدمه لما نكون هنعمل suggestion أو اقتراح. عايز أقترح على حد حاجة فبقول له why don't you مثلا come. عايز أقترح مثلا إن إحنا to go to the cinema. So why don't you go to the cinema أو why don't we go to the cinema. Okay? يبقى why don't you ده expression بستخدمه لما أكون عايزة أعمل اقتراح أو suggestion. Well, let's continue. So the country mouse was delighted and very excited. طبعا the country mouse عمره ما شاف the city فلما عرف كده he was delighted. Delighted بتساوي كلمة pleased برضو. فكلمة delighted well بتساوي كلمة pleased والاتنين معناهم happy. Well, and very excited, very happy. The city mouse stopped eating and said طبعا the city mouse was eating, right? The grass and seeds. So لما country mouse فرح ووافق على الفكرة The city mouse stopped eating وبدأ يقول له إيه؟ There is no reason to wait. We can catch a train at 8. Well, so الcity mouse تحمس هو كمان وقال له إيه؟ There is no reason to wait. فيش سبب يخلينا نستنى. Well, so reason يعني سبب. Wait يعني فيش سبب يخلينا ننتظر. So we can catch a train. Catch a train معناها نلحق القطر. Well, at 8 يعني at 8 o'clock. Well, so we can catch a train. So the two friends ran to the train just as it started to rain. Well, so the two friends وافقوا على الفكرة and they ran to the train. Ran to the train معناها ان هم أسرعوا وراحوا على طول علشان يركبوا القطر. Just as it started to rain وفي الوقت ده بدأت started to rain تمطر. In the city. Now they are in the city. دلوقتي هم اتنقلوا من the country to the city. Well, the smoke from the cars covered the stars and the noise was incredibly loud. Well, the smoke طبعا that comes out of the cars اللي بيطلع من العربيات. So smoke اللي هو الدخان. Excellent. The smoke covered the stars. ده معناه يعني ده دليل على انه لما اول ما the country mouse وصل to the city اول ما وصل للمدينة لقى كمية دخان غير عادية. طبعا ده بسبب ايه؟ انه there are a lot of cars. في عربيات كتيرة جدا في الشارع فالعربيات دي كلها بتطلع smoke. فالسموك ده لما نقول covered the stars معناها ان كميته كبيرة جدا. And the noise was incredibly loud. Noise well اللي هي الدوشة أو الضوضاء. So الضوضاء كانت عالية بشكل لا يصدق طريق يعني بشكل مبالغ فيه. تمام؟ طبعا ناس وعربيات وحاجات كتير as you know. Country mouse was scared. طبعا the country mouse كان scared كان he's afraid خايف. طبعا كل ده جديد عليه. He wasn't prepared for so many new sounds and smells. He wasn't prepared. Prepared يعني ما كانش جاهز أو ما كانش محضر نفسه لكمية الأصوات وكمية الروايح اللي هو اتعرض لها. Sounds هنا بمعنى أصوات و smells اللي هي الروايح اللي شمها. Suddenly يعني فجأة. Well, suddenly إيه اللي حصل؟ A cat's voice said, 2 mice and some bread. Well, فجأة there is a cat. And the cat told them 2 mice and some bread. طبعا she's gonna eat them, right? Well, run, said the city mouse. So, أول ما شافوا the cat, so the city mouse قال له run, اجري يلا نهرب. Well, they ran around the corner. Well, فضلوا يجروا لحد ما وصلوا corner يعني ناصية الشارع, okay? So the country mouse said وهنا بقى the country mouse قال له إيه؟ Thank you my friend. The city is exciting, but it's time for me to go back to the country and back to where life is good for me. Well, so the country mouse قال له Thank you my friend على الtrip اللطيفة دي. فعلا the city is exciting, but I'm going to back to my life. Well, I'm going to back to the country where life is good for me. الحياة in the country بالنسبة له هتكون أحسن بكتير من حياته في المدينة. Why? لأنه in the country طبعا it's quiet, it's calm, there are no cars, there are no smoke. Well, فطبعا بالنسبة ل country mouse كل الحاجات اللي هو شافها دي كانت بالنسبة له scary جدا. Well, so now we know the difference between the city and the country. Great. Now let's choose the correct answer based on the story that we read. Well, number 1. The city mouse visited the country mouse in the ground, so in his box or hole or train. Well, the city mouse visited the country mouse in his hole in the ground. Excellent. Number 2. The country mouse gave his friend grass and seeds, apples, or flowers. What did he give him? He gave him grass and seeds. Excellent. Number 3. We can a train at 8. فاكرين قلت لكم ايه في الستوري؟ كانت make a train or catch a train or play a train. Of course it's catch a train يعني يلحق القطار. Well, number 4. In this city, Country Mouse was pleased, scared or hungry. In the city لما وصلوا in the city. So the Country Mouse was pleased, happy or scared, well, or hungry. Very good. He was scared. Excellent. Number 5. The from the cars covered the stars. Well, what covered the stars? The smoke, seeds, or stars? Great. It's a smoke from the cars covered the stars. So is it easy now? Very good. Now let's focus on the vocabulary وأهم الكلمات اللي احنا المفروض نركز عليها in this lesson. So please repeat after me. Whole, whole, seeds, seeds, grass, grass, train, train, smoke, smoke, mouse, mouse, noise, noise, bright lights, bright lights, city, city, corner, corner, the country, the country. Well, عايزاكم تاخدوا بالكم من حاجة إن إحنا لما بنقصد الريف ما بقولش country بس لازم أقول the country. تمام؟ لأن إحنا عارفين إن كلمة country لوحدها بتيجي بمعنى دولة. أوكي؟ لكن لما بقول the country أو the countryside هنا أنا بقصد الريف. أوكي؟ Well, now the adjectives. إيه هي أهم الadjectives أو الصفات اللي كانت موجودة في الستوري بتاعتنا؟ Let's see. Pleased, delighted, happy. الثلاث كلمات دول بنفس المعنى بالظبط. Pleased معناها delighted معناها الاتنين معناهم happy. Okay. Scared, scared. Loud, loud. Loud يعني صوت مرتفع. Okay. Excited, excited. طبعا excited يعني very happy. Well, pretty, pretty. So pretty means beautiful. Okay, حاجة جميلة. Well, now we have a small note. Well, it said that a moral is the value you learn from a story you read or from a situation in life. So, what is the meaning of moral? كلمة moral بيقول هي value يعني القيمة اللي انت بتتعلمها لما بتقرا ستوري معينة أو لما بتتعرض ل situation in life. Situation يعني موقف اتعرضت له في حياتك فعلمك حاجة معينة. فالحاجة اللي انت اتعلمتها دي اسمها moral. تمام؟ يعني قيمة أخلاقية أو زي ما بنقول كده درس مستفاد. Well, okay. Well, now let's focus on the verbs. طبعا as we know الverbs مهمة جدا جدا جدا. واحنا طبعا عارفين ان الverbs عندنا بتتقسم ل regular و irregular verbs. واتكلمنا على الموضوع ده in details قبل كده. Okay, so regular verbs. Regular verbs like visit, visited. Well, so we add ed. Visit يعني يزور. Wait, waited. Here also we add ed. Wait معناها ينتظر. Well, cover, covered. And cover means يغطي. Okay? These are the regular verbs. طيب, what are the irregular verbs? As we know, irregular verbs يعني لا بحط لها دي ولا ed ولا ied. لازم أحفظها زي ما هي. Yeah, like give, gave, give, gave. Well, give معناها يعطي. Come, came. وcome يعني يأتي. See, saw. See, saw. Well, catch, caught. Catch, caught. الverb catch ده أنا عايزاكم تحفظوه كويس قوي، تمام؟ لأنه هيتكرر معانا كتير في كذا درس، فلازم نكون فاهمين معناه كويس. والverb catch بيبقى ليه كذا معنى، بيجي بمعنى يصطاد لو قلت catch fish، بيجي بمعنى يلحق القطر لو قلت catch a train، تمام؟ بيجي بمعنى يقبض على لو قلت مثلا the police catch the thief، تمام؟ وبتيجي كمان بمعنى يمسك لو قلت مثلا I catch the ball، ان انا امسك الكرة. well so الverb catch ليك اكتر من معنى وبيجي يعني بيتكرر كتير، فبليز لازم نكون حافظينه كويس ال present والpast بتاعه. so catch coat، ونخلي بالنا ان coat مش O، هي AU coat. well run ran go went، طبعا دول معروفين وتكرروا معانا كتير جدا. اوكي important expressions، في هنا شوية expressions كانت موجودة في الستوري مهمة قوي، هتفيدنا جدا حتى لو احنا بنكتب paragraph او حتى هتفيدنا واحنا بنتكلم. اول حاجة عندنا catch a train as I told you، كلمة catch a train يعني يلحق القطر، فانا لما اكون بتكلم او هكتب paragraph مثلا وعايزة اقول انه يلحق القطر فبنقول catch a train. well thank you my friend، thank you my friend ده expression بقوله عشان أشكر صديقي على حاجة عملها لي. well thank you my friend. it's time for me to، it's time for me to معناها إن حان الوقت لكي أفعل كذا وكذا وكذا. for example ده خلاص أنا كده حان الوقت إن أنا لازم أمشي، فبقول it's time for me to go. خلاص مثلا ده حان وقت النوم يبقى it's time for me to go to bed. well so it's time for me to، وبعد to لازم أجيب infinitive. يعني إيه infinitive؟ يعني the base form of the verb، يا زي مثلا go eat sleep. well do ما ينفعش يبقى الverb مضاف ليه أي حاجة خالص. good for me كمان كلمة good for me أو الإكسبريشن بتاع good for me معناها إنها حاجة كويسة ليا. خلاص لما تكون حاجة كويسة أو مفيدة ليا فبقول it's good for me. well let's complete the following sentences. so we have here some words like mice, delighted, catch, smoke, and good. well we need to complete these sentences with these words as you know. so number one, we need to the train. Is it easy? great, so we need to catch the train. excellent. number two, Hannah was because she passed the exam. passed the exam يعني she succeeded in the exam، عدت نجحت. well so Hannah was mice, delighted, smoke, or good. great, it will be delighted. excellent. well delighted يعني happy as we said. number three, I saw two under the table. so I saw two what? two mice, two smoke, or two good. excellent, it's two mice of course. well and number four, country life is for me. so country life is smoke for me or good for me? of course it's good for me. excellent. well is it easy now? very good. well so now it's singular and plural. so singular means one and plural more than one. well يعني مفرد وجمع، وزي الverbs بالظبط احنا عندنا برضو في الناونز اللي هي الأسماء بيبقى عندنا regular nouns و irregular nouns. irregular nouns هي الأسماء اللي لما بنحولها من singular لplural بنزود لها just s، زي مثلا car تبقى cars، زي مثلا apple تبقى apples. well we just add s. حلو جدا. طيب أمال irregular nouns، الirregular nouns دي بقى لا بنحط لها اس ولا اي اس ولا اي حاجه من الكلام ده. امال ايه؟ لازم نحفظها زي ما هي. زي مثلا mouse تبقى mice، one mouse two mice. اوكي، او زي man تبقى men، one man six men. okay well guys, so that's all for today for part 1 of lesson 4 وإن شاء الله هنكمل part 2. well so thank you for watching and see you next time in part 2. bye.